quick, leave a like and subscribe in the next 5 seconds if you guys want to know where the Polar Peak monster will be seen next in Fortnite. Yo, what is going on guys, welcome back to a brand new Fortnite Battle Royale video here on my channel. So as of recently, the main attention focused in Fortnite has predominantly surrounded this monster, or the event build up to a live event with this monster included. In today's video, we're going to be going over the latest information that's the most interesting we've been revealed to as of recently, or as a whole regarding this monster, as we now know where the monster will be next seen within the Fortnite Battle Royale map, or outside in the ocean should I say, leading on from our first appearance or tease to one of this ice castle emerging from the water and then momentarily after submerging underneath it in the outskirts of the ocean. We now know and have a good idea, thanks to a ton of leaks and information or teases from the developers themselves, not only what this monster will look like but where it is currently right now, and it's closer to the island than we previously saw with this ice castle, and also a lot closer to shore than you may think. So with that said, make sure you're sticking around and watching the full video today, because we're not only going to be covering all that information, literally a first showcase or reveal to what the monster will look like in some way, shape or form, but also how this correlates, or how in-game right now a live event build up to a final boss where we can slay this creature is being tested. Very quickly before we get into any more of the video, I'd just like to quickly disclaim that 60% around that anyways of my demographic watching my videos, even out of you guys right now, will not be subscribed to the channel. So if you want to make a difference or just generally stay up to date with the latest content surrounding this live event build up, the most interesting Fortnite prospect right now, then make sure you're subscribing to the channel, and whilst you're at it, click the notification bell as you can see on screen right now to allow all notifications for videos uploaded to come through to you guys as soon as I upload, when I upload those new videos. I'm also currently running right now until June 20th 2019, not long from now this giveaway ends, so make sure you're entering a free 2,800 V-Bucks giveaway. Here's how you guys can enter for a chance to win. All you need to do is leave a like in this video down below, subscribe to the channel with post notifications turned on so you never miss a future upload when I upload whatever I upload, and actively use my creator code on screen right now, code friendly machine, in the item shop. Bear in mind this does reset automatically every 2 weeks, and if this is the case, just re-enter it. And just in case you guys don't want to enter the code as of right now, or maybe perhaps forget it, well, it will remain on screen throughout the top left hand corner of this full video's duration. Anyways, with that said, let's get into all the leaks, information and teases pointing towards, or basically showing, certain parts of this monster or its location, or where it's going to be visibly seen next live within the game for a split second in the world of Fortnite. The first thing we're going to be going over, leading off from last video, is the foreshadow that Donald Mustard teased on his Twitter at the end of 2018 coming true, with something jumping off a cliff in Season 9 being this monster upon flooding. Everybody knows this by now because the footprints directly lead towards the water's edge of Snobby Shores, and the only way for it to go under the ocean, as it's been seen with the Polar Peak castle on its back, would be to dive into the water off this cliff. He also foreshadowed something big underneath the iceberg. As you can see from this tweet on January 19th 2019, it states there is definitely something under the iceberg. Why is this important, considering we already knew that with the implementation of the eye at the bottom of Polar Peak, comparing that size to what could be contained for a full creature, obviously knowing off this size comparison it would be huge. Well, if we take a look at what we haven't seen below the iceberg in the water right now, textures have been revealed to show what the monster's skin or texture of its skin will look like. Obviously right here it doesn't really make too much sense and almost seems robotic, but what you have to consider is the fact that these texture files are only on this object right now because they don't want to implement in the files the full monster itself so people can data mine it, see the shape and ultimately the size of it. So this will be textures contained throughout the full monster, not just this particular part that obviously the iceberg is fused onto underneath the water. It's definitely very interesting, and obviously we have a variety of textures here, so I'm interested to see how Epic Games are going to actually create this monster in-game based off textures, despite showing us the actual shape and ultimate kind of tease of the size of it in the Fortnite puzzle. Speaking of this particular iceberg and its most recent appearance from emerging momentarily from the water and then submerging back under it, literally for a matter of seconds at a particular time in game where people only managed to witness it if they were very lucky, the tease for this originally on Donald Mustard's Twitter in his location of his bio stated roaming, but this has been changed as of recently, as well as his Twitter banner indicating that not only this kind of island where Kevin the Cube rose up from, or basically made float during Season 6, is going to return, and the fact that the monster is circling the island. There are also further teases for this in the game, considering we never see big major movements or kind of development of this creature live within the game. We always see them as they've just happened and clues left behind indicating this to be, such as this obvious imprint and trail of footprints towards the outskirts of Snobby Shores. Speaking of Snobby Shores, the most recent event that occurred as of recently, upon an update occurring not live within the game, was the destruction upon this monster revisiting or returning to the island of this house. Here is a depiction that I created a concept of the monster and how it would have destroyed the house, with obviously not having to hop onto the surface of the island, considering it's ginormous and could remain in the water to create this destruction. Considering the outskirts of Snobby Shores or the name location itself has been a pinnacle point for this monster to visit or fled from, does this mean the next appearance will be upon the monster circling around the island teased in Dolan Mustard's bio, it appearing from merging out of the water itself, the monster, not just the iceberg, so we can get a good look at it for maybe just a few seconds. Based off the evidence so far, however, considering the appearance of this iceberg with the monster submerged underwater only letting us see the ice castle in the far distant ocean toward the Lucky Landing region, this implies that we could be seeing this monster anywhere right now, literally because it's just random of where it's going to reveal or show something about itself, whether it's the ice castle or a part of it itself, just like a tail or a wing, whether it's a dragon or not, or some kind of arm or even the surface of its head. However, what we have now in terms of leads to whereabouts this reveal will be, it will be only around the edges of the island, as it's stated in Dolan Mustard's bio to be circling the outskirts or perimeter of this Fortnite island. Either way, upon this happening, many people across the globe are playing Fortnite and ultimately recording it because so many devices right now either having a built-in capture card software or they're just generally easy to obtain. Definitely expect a video clip posted momentarily after this next appearance happening, whatever it may be, maybe the full monster, maybe a certain part of it, or even maybe another appearance of this ice castle slash iceberg, however this time revealing more of what was previously submerged underneath the surface in its first appearance in the outskirts of the Fortnite ocean. Now that we've covered where the most recent appearance of the monster or some part of it is going to be, and ultimately letting us know of its position around our Fortnite island, why has it come back considering it escaped and almost fled instantly? The only clues as of now in game we have pointing towards this is the fact that it has a destructive intent. Correlating this to the Fortnite puzzle and what we see of the monster so far, and also described as Epic Games' The Fortnite puzzle to reveal the secrets of Season 9 as we progress throughout earning each mosaic piece here to reveal the full picture, the monster can be seen destroying a named location with scratch marks resembling the amount of feet, kind of toes or fingers of what can be seen in the footprint imprints near Polar Peak. Assuming this monster is one that goes around on all fours, we can clearly see that this type of foot structure or hand structure is shown when this monster is basically rising up from breaking out of something in the Fortnite puzzle. Obviously it's not very detailed, as Bunker Jonesy seems to be rushing this or just generally trying to get the core details down so people can understand what's going on here in this Fortnite puzzle. However, we know that this is definitely the monster, considering it seems to be breaking out of something, almost like part of the iceberg that seemingly has gone along with the monster is yet to be thawed out from its frozen state or broken off. Considering the Fortnite live events we see are innovated more so going into the future to make it even more special or more epic, and considering the fact we don't expect to see this lonely ice castle return to the Fortnite island as somewhere we can land at or loot, could the live event or something leading up to the live event where we actually get to slay this monster as a final boss be it freeing itself from all of this ice seemingly frozen onto it already that hasn't come off yet, almost like we saw with the prisoner skin upon him escaping originally, yet having to unshackle or basically free himself from the restraints throughout the skin development stages, almost like the restraints that could be on this creature right now, the frozen ice chunks. This is definitely something to keep in mind that could be happening, considering the only part of the monster itself we've seen so far is the ice castle with the iceberg remains on top of it attached to some top end of the creature. Also, with mentioning the final boss, which I believe to be the outcome of all these live event build-ups or sightings of the monster or something to do with it around our Fortnite island, what will this entail? As mentioned at the start of the video, something's going on right now within Fortnite to ultimately test this in a very minuscule way to what I believe this event will ultimately be upon implemented live for Season 9's live event, being the Horde Rush LTM, where we can slay this final boss. A big kind of zombie-esque creature, as you can see on screen right now, is giant and orange and has a ton of health, just like the final boss or creature is going to have around our Fortnite island. The reason we know it's going to have a ton of health, this giant creature, and that we're going to be able to defeat it, whether teaming up as a whole lobby of 100 out of everybody in the Fortnite Battle Royale game, like the max limit 100, or whether it's like the Horde Rush LTM where we can only go in a squad team of 4 max. Either way, whatever way Epic Games choose to implement this live event occurrence for us to witness in, it will be included throughout an LTM, just like the Unvaulted LTM, so we could witness, upon going into this LTM, the live Unvaulted event. As I was just going to touch upon, we know it's going to have a ton of health considering people have dug into the game's files, and linked with this creature, obviously coded in the game's files to be Catus, it states max health 100 million and number of steps 1000. So do we have to deal 100 million damage as a community worldwide around the globe in each individual game, obviously doing our part, 100 million health 1000 times for the 1000 stages of this creature's destruction? I definitely believe, considering not only Epic Games are stepping up their live event experience to be even bigger and better with every season that passes, but the fact that this particular live event for Season 9 has been teased and basically in the works for seasons now, ever since Polar Peak's appearance at the start of Season 7 literally shown in the trailer that this event will be the biggest and best event that we've ever seen, that will make a mark in gaming history for something completely outstanding. This would be a nice transition to go from Season 9 into Season 10, the 10th seasonal anniversary of Fortnite, which obviously is also going to be special considering Epic Games never thought Fortnite would amount to the popularity that it has today. Either way, with all that said, what do you guys think of the theories discussed in this video? Do you guys agree? If you have your own theories, feel free to let me know in the comment section down below, and if they're good enough or perhaps make sense and are something that I haven't touched upon that many people seem to agree with, then I may include your theory in the next video and also credit you and shout you out for that particular theory. You can also tweet me new information regarding the developments going to be made or teases over on Twitter to my Twitter linked in the video description down below at FriendTheMachine, and that's all I've got you guys in this video. Make sure if you enjoyed, you're leaving a like on the video down below, or if you want to keep referring back to it, as the liked playlist is an easy to access playlist upon saving the video to there. Also, make sure you're subscribing to the channel if you want to stay up to date with the newest developments as soon as they're made regarding the Polar Peak Monster event revealing itself in the near future. Hopefully I can see you guys in the future videos to come by recognising you staying active in the comment section, and I'm out. Have an amazing rest of your day or night wherever you are whenever you're watching. Have a good one, take it easy, and as always, peace.